All right, happy Friday, and welcome to From Crystal with Love XO, and of course, rolling out. I'm your host, Crystal Jordan, and I'm excited, you guys. Them trips on Ready to Love are always a whole trip. They are a whole those vacations are a whole trip every single time, and tonight was no different. So we're getting ready to get into the conversation in just a minute. But the great thing about tonight is I got my girl back with me. You guys may remember if you watched our recaps on Ready to Love, Opulence, who is my girl from way back, is joining me tonight. So let me go ahead and bring her in because we got a lot to talk about tonight. There we go. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, what's up, girl? What's going on?
Nothing. But first of all, I did share with my viewers that we had we're not even going to say the number. We had our high school reunion. And
Yes.
I got a chance to see you there. What about 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about that, yes.
3 weeks ago. We had
Well, it almost seems like 2 weeks, but I say 3, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was Labor Day weekend. So it's like.
Yeah, that's 3 weeks. That's 3.
Yeah,
It's just like
3 weeks ago.
September has flown by.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So we had a good time. We had a very good time. I
Yes,
wish more
yes,
classmates
yes.
came.
I do. Hopefully, I probably won't do the next one, but I'll do another one.
Another one. I mean, realistically,
maybe along the way, a long time away from that.
Well, it was good for me because sometimes it's good to see people that you know from childhood. A lot of our classmates I've known for a long time. So I'm excited to have you here tonight. Before we get started talking about Ready to Love, audience, you guys chime in, leave an XO in the comments. Tonight is the last night for you to win tickets to potentially see Fantasia, Maxwell, or Joe in Jacksonville, Florida. If you are within traveling distance to Jacksonville, you definitely want to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel, number one. And then number two, that you leave in the comments hashtag the night tour. I'm going to leave that here in the comments for you guys to make sure if you want an opportunity to go, we're going to definitely give away those tickets on tomorrow. So tonight is the last night for you to drop your comment, hashtag the night tour. Let me know which out of those three you love the most. What do you think? Who's your favorite out of Maxwell, Joe, and Fantasia?
Maxwell.
Max, really? Okay.
Yes, because once I saw all the clips from his shows,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's like involved. He gets the crowd involved. So I feel like he's such a throwback for me. He introduced me to like neo soul along with Badu.
Okay.
So I really feel like he would be a great show to see.
He is a great show.
He still got the pipe. He still got the pipes,
And I think the beautiful thing about it, this entire show is immaculate. All three of them actually are, the real deal. They have the pipes. They can do Fantasia every single time. She's gonna give it all. She's gonna leave it on the stage.
Yes.
But for me, Joe is my favorite, and it's because Joe, to me, his voice is R&B. His voice, it just has a signature. Where we grew up, the old school R&B. Give me some Joe, give me some Toni Braxton, give me some Karen White, some Anita Baker. I love it. So I'm a big fan.
And he did the stuff with Big Pun.
Yeah,
so also like he crossed over. He did hip hop and R&B. So
and he did the theme for Power. So
see, he's just he has more than one lane, which is why he's still around.
Absolutely. Well, you guys know we are here to talk about Ready to Love, but I wanted to make sure we got that in. Now, tonight's episode, the singles were on their vacation. And I want to ask you guys, keep putting those XOs in the chat so we'll know that you guys can hear and that you guys are with us. I want to ask you, Opulence, because one of the questions that was brought up on the vacation was, do you remember your first kiss? You guys let me know in the chat if you remember your first kiss.
Yes.
Do you remember your very first real kiss?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about it.
So he went to another school. I never dated anybody at our school. I never did. Actually, when I left school, I did date somebody from Booker T. But
Okay.
what I'll say is my first kiss. His name is Jr. That'll be his initials.
Okay.
Everybody knows him as Jr. But I think he goes by something now because he grown.
Okay.
So Jr. behind the stairs at like there's this door that you could go that's right by the pool as you go out to the prefabs.
Okay.
And he came up to my school after school and gave me a kiss.
This was at Booker T?
Yes.
Oh my girl.
It was behind the stairs. It sounds so slutty, but it was
no. Because you know
it
what?
was so innocent though. It was so innocent. It was very innocent.
Yeah. My
And
first
you
kiss.
know when dudes used to come up to the school all the time and hang out, that's when, we didn't need guards or
Right.
anything like that. Like dudes, yeah, they was probably up there doing stuff, but
Not violent. It was,
no, it was like they was up there to see the girls.
yeah. They were always at our school to see the girl.
Say what you will. You know where we from. Y'all know we was cute. We was cute. The other 8 schools are gonna be bad. They could be like, no, she did.
They okay. It was Kim Pisses. It was way too long ago. I can't believe that some people cannot remember their first kiss. KK Ash says no. I can remember my first kiss very clearly. Okay. I have no problem saying names because we're super grown, and my first kiss was in high school because I was scared to kiss. Some of my friends were kissing before that. I was a little bit nervous about it. It was a guy named Chris Garner, and it was my first kiss in the prefabs. And I will just tell you guys, I'll never forget it because he had just eaten a lot of Skittles right before the kiss. And it was like, I just remember like my girlfriends, it was like Skittle juice. It was just, he's a great guy, but it was not a good first kiss.
Mine was nice. I know his last name. The guy he went to Nathan Hale.
Okay.
His name is Ray Ford. That's his name.
She brought him in. He came into. See, mine was a classmate that we snuck out to the prefabs during lunch.
Those dudes at Booker T weren't adult enough for me. I feel like I had an adult body at ninth grade. Like I had full tits and ass, and everybody then all you had to be was like light skin with long hair. Like you didn't have to have like tits and ass. So he was a guy that was from a different school, and then I also dated a guy from college, but later when I was
it was a lot of guys, older guys that were interested in young girls, but you don't realize it's so crazy until you get older, and it's like, wait a minute. But all right, guys. So some people, Marriott says she remembers her first kiss. She was 19 years old in uni. She went home for the holidays. See, I love those are sweet memories.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's endearing. It's endearing,
It is. I thank you, Chris Garner, for giving me my first kiss.
I thank Ray for giving me my first kiss. It was awesome. He was a great, cute little boyfriend.
Yeah, that was my boyfriend for a very short period of time. And yes, Jen Owens, I did taste the rainbow. I remember thinking just Skittles so much.
Who said that?
Yes, I taste the rainbow. Well, okay, guys, tonight's episode. So we heard there's a lot happening. So we need to get into this episode. Like I said, the singles went on their vacation. First of all, what does everybody think about the fact that LJ was not able to be there? Tommy did throw shade, as we were talking about before we got on live. But I just want to remind everybody, when you sign up for the show, you know that you're going to have to tape for a certain period of time. So LJ signed up and then, wasn't able to show up. And so Mwadi says LJ is for the streets. Because of last episode, I kind of agree with Mwadi. I like LJ, but I feel like he had a lot going on. He has his own Ready to Love show happening. He's an island boy. Obviously, this young lady that came to the dinner, that was his ex. She is a part of LJ's Ready to Love that we don't see, that we don't see. So I just feel like, if you sign up, that you're supposed to be there during this time, right? And then a whole weekend. It's different if you miss a date, if you miss, but you missed the whole vacation. Also, I feel like a girl he's dealing with could have been like, "Don't you take your ass on that vacation."
Well, you know what? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. I like LJ though. I
Yeah.
do. And I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like he does. I feel like one, he's very charismatic. I like the dance thing where he took the little boring ass girl to go dance. And she
Charisse,
yes, girl, we're gonna get to that, I'm
we
sure.
gonna get to it.
But he took her on and my thing is I would love to go on a date and learn how to do salsa or something like that.
Yeah,
So
that
I
was a
feel
cute
like
thing.
he has different facets to him in a way. I understand, but when what you said the contract, I was like, he has to adhere to the contract.
Yeah,
But I'm like that too. I have a business and I have a job, so I get it. But dude, you signed a contract, you have to adhere to the contract.
I agree. I agree. And that's funny that you mentioned the date. I think that was the the date with LJ was the best that I've seen Charisse.
Okay.
Honestly, that's the most personality that we've gotten from her. And well, we get personality, but just different, agreeable personality, good energy.
Good energy because he has good energy.
Right. I agree.
And he's not in a space where I feel like he's judging
Right. He's
her,
not.
but he did say like she got 2 left feet and stuff like that. But but other than that, I feel like but that's the thing with island men. They
Mhm.
are very charismatic. They're very loving. They'll drop
Charming. They will suck you in. Uh-oh. I
some
think
love
Opulence.
bomb. Is that me?
But I think so. But the island men will definitely suck you in. They're very charming. They're very
Very.
sensual.
Yes.
They
Yes,
are.
they are. And especially if you have already kind of rocked that boat. You see, as an ex-girlfriend, I would never
Yeah.
meet my ex's next girlfriend.
Me neither. What do you guys think of that? I thought that was weird that they had the guys bring exes. I feel like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're trying to start drama, but I don't want to help my ex pick his new girl. I'm good on that. I'm straight on that. I don't have any ex that I want to see, not a real ex. Like it may be somebody I went out on a date with that I never really was into.
Right.
Cool. But not somebody that I'm really,
Like you spent
really,
time with.
yeah,
No, no,
like I'm
no.
not trying to help you pick your new girl.
I have been out of my relationship for like a month or so. And so I wouldn't want to meet,
No.
especially if you just did him like last month and you meeting somebody. No,
Mm-mm.
ma'am.
Well, she didn't want to.
That's a red flag.
I hate to go back to last week, but you're right. She didn't really want to. I don't feel like she wanted to meet anybody anyway because she admitted she still loved him, and then he said, "Never say never." So this is a whole you going back and forth.
Yeah, make
I
up
don't
your
know why he
mind,
brought her.
dude. Make up your mind. Because it's one thing like exes will see you on TV and they be like, why did I break up with him? He looking good. And then, when you're standing next to an attractive woman, they're like, why,
Hmm.
why did I leave him? That kind of thing.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I could tell she was still liking him,
Yeah.
like vibe I got.
She was. Yeah, she definitely was. I think that was very clear. That came through the TV screen very clear that the ex still was into LJ. What did you think of Trinika calling him out? I thought that Trinika was going to be over LJ because she called him out. She went off on Mike.
Yeah.
When she almost went home, she went off on Mike.
Yes.
Then at the vacation, she was calling him and showing him the bikini. What did you guys think about that? Do you think that Trinika was really into LJ?
I think she is into him.
Okay.
Because I think she knows that Russell likes Kayla.
We all know that Randall likes well,
Is it
Randall
Kayla? Is that her
Randall likes Randall likes Jamala, but I
name?
think he
Okay, Jamal, is that her name? The one with
Jamala.
the longer straight hair? Okay. Because all
Well,
the ladies, their hair, well, Trinika's hair is curly, but the lady that was on his bed and she walked in and grabbed her.
I actually think Randall really likes Jamala. I do think that Jamala goes over and above because the tickle in the scrotum comment,
Girl. Girl, this that, and then what she said, I walked in, I was like, girl, how you know? How
He
you
was
know
like, now when she was tickling your scroll, I was like,
okay, sis. But guess what? Men don't like jealous women.
they don't. They
They
don't.
don't, and that was like I saw red flags on her for this episode because I was like, girl, listen, I even though Lumi left,
Yeah.
uh I'm more of that type of girl. It's like, if you want me, here it is. I'm gonna make it available, but I'm not
Right.
gonna chase you.
And I'm not going at other women. I'm not gonna go at the other woman
I'm
like
not at competition. Look, if there's a choice, choose her
I'm
because
with
I'm the only choice.
I'm with that. Like I'm not, but you're going on a dating show.
Yeah,
And you're
that's
going on
the
a
other
dating
half of
show.
it. Yes.
You know that he has to date other women. And you also have to go on a dating show understanding that he may not absolutely pick you. So to be upset and be kind of like
That part.
spiteful,
Mm.
I didn't
You
get that.
gotta be okay with that. You gotta be okay with it. But I didn't like when she came in and grabbed the hat. I didn't like that
Yeah.
because you're trying to kind of you trying to piss on your territory. I don't like that. Like, sis, if you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta piss on it.
Yeah.
If it's yours, it's yours.
That's true. I agree with you on that.
If you got a boo, you married, he over there talking to other chicks, you ain't gotta be over there like, oh, who is she?
Oh
No.
no, I'm not doing that.
No.
No.
If you married, that's your
No.
boo. He going home with you.
Right. And if it's not, my mother used to tell me if he can get him, if he can get her, if you can get him, you can have him. So I
I'm with your mama on that one. Yes. Yes.
so I'm not coming in the room. I'm not doing all that. Christine said Randall's too grown not to make it plain concerning what or who he wants.
I agree. He a DC dude. He know better. I'm here right now. DC dudes are very plain spoken.
Yeah.
He's on a dating show. So
Yeah.
he knows that he has to play a certain thing to stay on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he also likes the other girls as well. I think sometimes we get so caught up as women in, he should pick me. He should know that I'm the one. If you feel like that for him. And I feel like from the jump, that's been her only connection, but he has other connections.
Yes,
So you can't expect him to get to the same place that you are. And if you're not okay with his pace, then you can remove yourself. But, going at the situation, like, there were two things I saw tonight that I wanted to talk about. I did not like the tickle in the scrum. Jamalo to me was out of order, and that. And then also, what did you think about Mike, Brandy, and Kayla? So and and starting Katie and trying to rock the boat. Katie's comment about Brandy being the wife and Kayla being the hot chick at the office. Then y'all saw how quick it was for Kayla to be like, oh, well, because I'm hot, I guess if you're the wife that you're fat and out of shape. And I was like, oh, whoa. What happened?
Is that what we do when we get married?
It's not what I
What that mean? What that mean, sis? See, but that's coming from a place of not knowing. That's coming from a place of not being married before. Like Mike has been married before, so the one thing about him, he knows what he wants.
He does.
I give him that because he's like, I've been married and he wants to be married again.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he wants. I do feel like, who's the lady that he's really feeling? I forget.
Brandy.
Okay. She's a flight attendant.
Yeah.
I feel like they have the biggest chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was like, I'm the plug, I just need the outlet, I was like, boy, I'm the plug.
Mike is
not even talking about you, the plug, boy.
Mike is funny though, because so we had Looney on the show last week. If you guys did not see that interview, you definitely need to go watch it. Looney spilled the beans. She said basically Charisse, and I think Katie as well. Everybody was feeling Mike. A lot of ladies like Mike because you see Katie be going at him. Looney actually said that Charisse did, but Katie, and to me, she always saying little things to Mike and messing with him. I feel like she liked him. I mean,
Yeah.
Swayze's fine. She good with that, but I feel like Mike, like you said, he knew what he wanted. So he didn't come in the situation trying to holler at everybody, at least not from what we're seeing. So a lot of the ladies were attracted to Mike. And I think the fact that Mike wasn't trying to holler has some people in their feelings, right?
Oh, okay. But you know what? Mike is like a man. He's a man. He's a man. When I say he like beyond man, he's like a man. He's like he does he picks up appliances and shit. Like he's a man. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's hard to not be attracted to because
I
when
agree.
men are very strong and they know who they are. Um, it's harder to resist because I can see all he could do is just stare at you and then your panties will fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see he that kind of dude. But he trying
Ella
to
Rose says Mike is immature. Mike has shown some immature signs, but I also think it's because he's fine and he knows it. He knows that women,
correct.
he knows that he can have what he wants. So I didn't like his energy when he's basically telling Kayla that because she kissed somebody else, like he is immature, but he does have that masculine energy going on that a lot of women are going to be attracted. He's tall, dark, and handsome. He's like the stereotypical
Yes.
thing of that we all want. Like,
I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Like he was saying how that girl had kissed other dudes. I'm like, sir, you have 3 children. Choose your battles. Okay.
right,
Choose
right,
your battles. You have 3, not 1, but
yeah,
3 children, and they're young. Choose your battles, sir.
yeah,
Choose them
yeah,
wisely.
yeah.
Because the thing that was very childish, and I agree with whoever said that. I can't see. I'm not looking at the
The
YouTube
chat, yeah.
chat,
Ella
but
Rose said
I
that.
thought that was very childish. I was like, how many women have you put your mouth on?
Right at because Brandy, he was feeding Brandy fruit. My dog is out of control. Hey, hey, come here, come here, come here. She is. If y'all can see what she has done to this studio, she is out
She
of
told
control.
us,
She come here, Sugar Pie, because
what kind of
she.
dog you got?
So
Mm,
this
she's
is the
adorable. Oh,
she
look
is
at
so
her.
bad. This is the
The
terrible.
poodle.
She is a Bichon poodle mix.
Oh,
And this
she's
is her head of
adorable.
security.
What is
She's
this?
the head of security. She's a hot mess. This whole studio is messed up. But
Oh,
yes,
she did.
Mike Mike is I don't think Mike was necessarily ready for this situation because I do think he likes Brandy. I want them to be together.
I do.
But the way he interacts with some of the other ladies to me is kind of immature at times.
Very
Um
simple. Very
it
simple.
is. It is.
It's
I like him.
very southern, very simple kind of acting. Like, come on, dude. You
Yeah. He said, "Come on,
come
dude."
on, come on,
I
bruh.
think,
You
but I
got
also
3
think
kids.
it's also an excuse because Kayla, I think he's attracted to Kayla, but he knows he can't really do anything with it because of his connection with Brandy. So it's like he can't really do anything, but he really has a physical attraction to her. I don't like
Yeah,
the fact that Katie tried to pit the two of them against each other. Brandy
I
didn't
don't like
fall
that.
for it.
But you know what? I like Katie, and I do not know why. I like her because she's like a real chick, and she
Yeah.
stood up against Charisse. I feel like that's why I like her is because of that. And she's one of those girls that she knows who she is, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Hey, deal with it."
Now,
I love when women are problematic. I don't know what that is. I have also another lady I know. She says the same thing. Like I love when women are problematic, but not in a real housewives kind of way, but
yeah.
just problematic where, yeah, I'm gonna give you a run for your money
Well, she does that. She does
in a
that to the
in an
guys.
easy win.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
What do you think about her and Swayze? The streets are suggesting that Katie and Swayze were a couple. I've heard that they were a couple already. Before Ready to Love. What do you guys think about that? In the chat, let me know. Do you think that Katie
What?
and Swayze, because they are coupled up, they did come dressed like Twinkies with the matching.
Together. I thought
I
that was cute.
thought it was cute, but we haven't really gotten a chance to see a lot of their connection, like their real connection.
Yeah, for me, I feel like um Swayze reminds me of the guys that live in Miami.
Okay.
Or Florida guys where they are good looking. He's a fireman, he save hoes. You know what I'm saying? So he's got, like, who don't want a fireman? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And he got the fireman swag.
he
And
does.
Lord, God forbid he's in a uniform. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wore his uniform, it would be a wrap on all them bitches. All of them would be like, I'm choosing Swayze because he's got the fireman shit on. You know what I'm saying? So I like him for Cadian, but I don't know if any of the women really fit the kind of woman he likes. He's
So
just playing along. He looks like he's just playing along. I don't feel like I don't see him really like feeling anybody.
okay. Well,
If
we gotta say that
Cadian,
there was that conversation where he admitted that he had not dated black women in 3 years to Katie and her friends. And that's what a lot of people have been saying, that a lot of these guys aren't really into black girls, right? And Swayze got upset because he said that he has a daughter with an African American woman. But
he did.
if you haven't dated a black woman in 3 years, is that your preference?
What do we do? What do we do to you, Swayze? What do we do? We did something. The baby mama maybe did something to him. I don't know. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. And you know what? I said I had a thing where I said I wasn't gonna date American men.
But they say everybody has a right to their preference. We just don't
But it
like it.
wasn't a color thing. It wasn't a color thing. I'm still dating brown people. I just say
Yeah.
I'll date, an African guy as opposed to an American guy. And I'm over it now.
What
I'm
was
ready.
it? What was it about African men? Because I know you date African men, and I'm assuming some island boys as well, like
I do.
LJ.
Listen, I keep them kind of far from me because I know how they act. I know how they act, and I know how I act.
Yeah.
So
What
what
was
is
it about
African?
African men?
They're like Mike. They're very mannish. They are very kind of take charge, and I do like that.
Yeah.
There's no 50-50 with them. They're like, no, I'm going to take care of you. What is it that you need? Kind of thing. So I
Yeah.
love that. And I'm sorry to everyone who hasn't met an African like that, but I have never dated a Nigerian man. But
Okay.
East Side, I've dated East Side, Tanzania, and Ethiopia.
Nice.
So that both of those guys were very good.
Okay.
And they were just very take charge, very loving.
Okay.
They were women, and I just that's kind of fucked up to say, but they just love women. Now,
Yeah.
yes, some of them are abusive, but so is Tyrone and them. Some of them are mean, so is Tyrone and them. So I
But
just
I
saw
think I think
so
it's
there's
okay for people to have it's okay for people to have preferences. Like, I think for a lot of times women have a preference of height, or size.
yes.
And
I've never dated a short African.
if men say the things that we say, we will be furious at them. So I mean, every woman I know is like, I want a tall man, and y'all know it's short men out there walking around just hearing us say that
Let me
constantly.
tell you, girl. Let me tell you, word to the street is, girl. Them short kings be packing. So I don't know what y'all trying to look for these little tall dudes. They don't be packing nothing. The little short kings, girl, they be holding. They
Well,
just don't
speaking of
tell
holding,
you. The only thing on in the short is they height, but everything else got length. Here,
speaking of holding, Katie grabbed Swayze
ooh, did you see that?
while they
And
were
he
on the jet ski. And she said, God is good. It was good. She said he was straight.
And he was near water, ladies. Everybody know when you get near water, things shrink.
They do.
So,
They do.
all right, Swayze, I see you. Listen,
No,
ain't nothing worse than a good-looking dude that's a fireman is packing. That's just he got
that's
the whole
kryptonite.
he got the
That is
whole
kryptonite.
thing out tonight. Here,
It's kryptonite. Kryptonite. He
he got
fine.
a hose, y'all. Yeah, yeah, Swayze, do it. I ain't even mad at you, bro.
Just say, Katie said it was an accident. I don't believe it was an accident, and she did it again. No, ma'am. But I'm
No,
not
ma'am.
mad at her.
No,
She
ma'am.
was
No, ma'am.
she was testing out the
Listen,
equipment.
I'm not mad at her. Why waste your time, sis? Don't
I will
waste
say
your
this, ladies. I will say this. It is important to do, as my good girlfriend used to tell me years ago, a field test. A field test.
yes, a
Field
field
test
test.
just to make sure that you're in the right, you're in the right department. Because if you have a preference, which most people do,
Yes.
then you need to make sure before you go into the water that the waters are adequate to your liking, right? So I think that it's important. You may not want to grab on the jet ski, but I used to just sit on the lap. And then, if you sit on the lap, you could get a good
Yeah.
feel of the weight. That's just, if it's not a lot of weight, just
That's
get up.
a good one, Crystal. I didn't think about that.
That's what I do.
Girl, I ain't even try that. I
I
got
sit
a
on
jump
the
in my
lap.
trunk. I don't just be throwing this ass on everybody. So you know what? I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah, do it. Because I'm telling you, there were a couple times I did not sit on the lap, and I was like, "Oh no, 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 don't want to do this again." So yeah, just sit on the lap. Just a note. Just a note,
Or
lady.
wait, hey, it's almost gray sweatpants season.
Oh, it's been gray sweatpants season. Yeah, I had to
Oh
check
no,
my.
it just got cold here. It just got a little chilly. It's like
Oh,
61 here in DC. So it's just now getting chilly.
well, they wear them here during all year round, but I had to tell my husband, "Don't. Where you going with those sweatpants on, sir?"
Right. Go back in there and change. What
I
are
said,
you
"Where
doing?
you going with them
I
sweatpants?"
don't care if you're going to Costco. You better come back here.
I said, "What is you trying to do?" But yeah, okay. So moving back to Ready to Love. So we got Katie and Swayze. What do you guys? What does everybody think about? Because what happened tonight is we saw Kayla, Jamala, and Randall, and then Kayla, Brandy, and Mike. And I'm feeling like Kayla. I feel for Kayla because she is like the second choice in both of those
Oh, in
scenarios.
those situations.
And I like her. She's a beautiful
Me
girl,
too.
but you got to read the room. You got to read the room. You got to read the room. You got to know.
The beautiful thing about this show is that all these dudes in Miami know that she's out there.
Yeah, and
And
not
that's
just
to
Miami,
me,
everywhere.
that's like one of the pluses. Like if I would never go on a dating show, but if I ever did go on a dating show, I would definitely be like, "Hey, I'm out here. I'm here."
Yeah. In fact, speaking of a dating show, if anybody is in the Atlanta area, you guys that are in the chat, if you're in the Atlanta area and you're interested in being on a dating show, on my page, I've posted. They are casting. Y'all know Atlanta is with the shenanigans. So if you hear and you want to go on the show,
yes,
got some opportunities for you. I'm happy to
you
hook
know
you up.
what? They need to go on and do a big girl one. They need to go on and do one because there's
They
dudes out
should.
there that love us. There's
They
dudes
should
out
do a curvy girl because
yes.
the reality is if a man is into, like when you're on one of those shows, a lot of times it's real specific what the guys are into.
Yes.
And you can't throw a big girl on the show if the guys are all into trying to look at a certain, like you gotta go where the audience is open to that. So we should do it.
Atlanta's definitely one of the places. The South is definitely a good place. Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, that's true. But we should do.
Course is kept. Miami is actually one. I've seen
the
most fabulous big girls I've ever seen have been in Miami.
Really?
I mean, like like wearing a two. That's the first time I saw a big girl in a two-piece. I was like, girl.
Miami's rough though because they rough. I don't know about Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, LA.
Cali's not a place. Cali's not.
No, I don't know about Miami. I don't take my curves. I mean, I go wherever, but I'm just saying, you know what is given and what is not. I don't know about that.
True,
Miami is real funny acting with the.
They are funny acting. They are funny acting.
Yeah.
DC, I feel like it's mixed.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think
I think DC likes an intellectual.
They could. That is very true. We don't like no stupid motherfuckers. Oh,
No.
can I say that?
You gotta have, yeah, you gotta have a brain.
People. Even the bums read the newspaper here. Okay. They know who's the president. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of the guys in DC are trying to be like, they trying to have a Michelle to their Barack. So they really are into the intellectual women. I like that. I'm not mad at that.
They want a rich bitch too. They don't want no broke bitch. They don't want no broke bitch. And DC dudes, they like, don't be a broke bitch. No.
Yeah.
You gotta have the coin too.
That may be Atlanta.
The lifestyle, if you will, or a bit of the lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well, you guys, if you're interested in being on the show, on a dating show, and if you have a friend, like they're looking for besties that are both looking to date, hit me up. I'm happy to connect you to casting so you can get an opportunity. Then we may be talking about you on the next next episode.
Ready to Love, or is it something different?
It's a new show. It's not Ready to Love. Ready to Love is already got the next season out the way, but there's another dating show that's here in Atlanta. So if you're interested, hit me up and I definitely can pass your information along. But okay, so let's talk about the rest of it. What do you guys think about, Randall, Jamala, and Kayla? Like I said, what about Samson and Charisse? Now, this couple has kind of shocked me a little bit. I know that we're on a dating show and everybody's trying to stay on board. We saw Samson basically let Brandy know that he wasn't necessarily feeling her like that, which I ain't really think either one of them were feeling each other anyway.
Me either.
But I am concerned. I feel like, and you guys let me know what you think. I feel like when Samson is talking to Charisse, she's looking at him like he's getting on her nerves.
Like everybody though.
I feel like she thinks he's corny. He was talking about the corn.
He is corn. And my thing is, so what?
He is corny.
So what? Like, that's like the most endearing thing about this dude. One of the most endearing things about him is that sometimes dudes are a little corn. And a lot of times. Like, I don't know why women don't dislike dudes that are corny. Like, it's okay if he cracks dude jokes. Like, he's 47. He's like 47, 48.
Yes.
He's gonna have a level of corn. You gotta be glad that man has been through a lot. He's been through a lot. And for him to be who he is, hell, I would have threw my hat in the ring on that one but he want kids and I'm done with that shit. But I like Samson, but Charisse, I feel like he's holding back and she's holding back.
I agree.
I feel like they're both like scared to kind of make that jump. And I saw it with him when I saw him talk to his ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
Because he was very warm with her, very like relatable. And then when the girl showed up, he just froze up. Yeah. And was like, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's a thing for him. He has to get to know you and then he can kind of, but dude, you're 48. Like, like this is the reason why. It's like, you got to loosen it up, dude. You got to loosen up. But I like the corn.
I like that. Jen says, that's the guy to marry, the corny, nerdy dude. I think most of us know that. Every dude is corny. You could get the hardest thug and he fall in love with you and it's just the two of you guys in the house. It's going to be some corn. That's just part of it.
And you just tell him to shut up. Be like, shut that corn shit up. Or laugh. Like,
and let your corny out. Let your corny out and have fun.
Yes. Hell, dudes may think I'm motherfucking corny, and I don't care. If I like you, well, first of all, I'm gonna always be me. But I'm gonna really let you see me and my level of vulnerability, if you will.
Right.
And that's what the corn is. It's like it's just him being himself.
That's it. That's the corn. The corn is really just him being goofy and being comfortable. And I think so often women make it to where men don't have a safe space to do that. If he can't be corny with you, he doesn't really like you like that. Because if he really likes you like that, he's got to be able to be comfortable, which means he has to be able to let the corny out. And I feel
Right.
like Samson tried to do that with Charisse, and she was just looking at him like.
And the thing is you got to question why both of y'all are over 40 and acting like this.
Well,
Girl,
Charisse,
grow up, grow up.
I think Charisse has been hurt, and she has a very stiff wall up because she does come off as just like it's a very high wall to jump. But whenever women are like that, I feel like it's because they've been hurt and they don't want to be hurt again. So you put up this wall to protect yourself, but usually that wall keeps people out. It keeps
Tell Charisse to pack light. Girl, let the ass go. What did Badu say? Pack light, bitch.
Yeah.
Listen, you can't bring all of that with you.
Yes.
If you are ready to love, you let those bags go, sis. If you really, like Trinika said it, she said, I spent a month crying 3 times a month, 3 times a day. Because I had to let that shit go. So when I start again, it's a clean slate. And I'm with her on that. Like,
I like that. I did like that. What do you think about Trinika? What do you guys think about Trinika? Because I like her, but I don't really know that we've gotten to know the real her because of the way she acted when she was almost let go. And like, if you notice, she knows how to say that. Trinika knows how to talk to men. She's always very complimentary. She's very nurturing. She's very soft. She knows. She's like, "Oh, you look nice." Oh, she. The first thing out of her mouth is a compliment. She knows. But I wonder, is that real or is that her representative? Right?
I think everybody has got their representative out there. I don't think anybody is really themselves other than Samson, to be honest with you. I feel like everybody is very
Kadian is herself.
Oh yeah. I forgot about her. Yes, she's herself. But other than those two, those are only two I feel like the everybody you're looking at everybody's representative because everybody's scared to get hurt and they don't want to look a sucker on TV.
Right.
Kind of thing. And I want to see Ready to Love kind of like I like the fact that Tommy brought his wife in.
I love that. I love seeing them together.
That because my thing is there has to be a gradual move. No shade to Tommy, but there has to be a there's a dog. It has to be a gradual move to help.
Yeah.
With pairing people up and helping them communicate.
Yeah. I agree.
At least have one like relationship coach come in and talk to people individually or in pairs about how you deal with each other. And if you've been hurt, work that shit out before you come in here. Work that shit out.
Right.
It's like that's why DC was such a travesty. It was like, and granted, it is hard to date here, but half of the people haven't worked their own shit out. You work your shit out, and then men don't really know how to communicate because, like you said, there's no safe space.
Right.
They don't have like I want to see Swayze in a vulnerable space because I don't know who he is. He brought his homeboy in.
That was weird.
Fine. He was fine too.
But it was so weird that they had the conversation about him not necessarily liking black girls. Then his homeboy, he brought a non-black homeboy in, and I feel now, and I'm not saying that color is not important, but I'm just saying it was just ironic. But you're right. I don't feel like we've gotten a chance to see Swayze. The only thing that I think told me a little bit about Swayze was the fact that his last woman was an older woman, and somebody earlier said that they felt like he's a one-woman man. I do feel like Swayze gets a bad rap because he's fine. He can't help that he's fine, ladies.
He can't help that. He can't help that he's that fine. No, he can't.
Because they were calling him a player, and actually, out of everybody, Swayze actually is the dude that locked in on one girl from the jump. So I feel like women, we have this idea, and I'm telling you, this is Opulence. Let me know what you think about this. This is the thing that I had to learn. This is a very hard lesson because a lot of times you see the fine guy that looks like Swayze, got the tattoos, the muscles, chocolate, just like a Hershey bar out of the wrapper, right? And you think, oh, I'm not going to mess with him because he's probably, he ain't no good. He's probably a player. And then you get this little old, ugly, not so, and he's just, acting like he wants it. And you say, well, you know what? He'll probably treat me right because he's not that attractive. He doesn't have that many options. Sister girl, let me tell you something. A man is a man is a man. And another thing my mother used to tell me, you better get what you like because they all have the same. That little nerdy, ugly man that is, you think that is going to worship you because you're giving him a chance. He has the exact same inside as Swayze. So if you like that, then go get that because you should never, ever, ever judge a man and assume that because a man doesn't look a certain way, he doesn't have the same energy. That's not true. That's not true. You will rob yourself out of happiness. You will rob yourself.
Listen, you rob yourself out of ugly. You're gonna have some ugly kids. And you're gonna be mad about it. You're gonna
I had a good girlfriend.
I agree. I agree. I had a long time ago. I had a girlfriend that said that to me. She said, "How'd you get him?" I was like, "Bitch, the fuck." But it was, and he was attractive, but he liked me. I liked him. We dated for a long time. But my thing was, I gravitate towards people who like me. It's more about energy than it is about looks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like that. Yeah, I like it to look nice. I do. I will say that
because it's energy. If he looks a certain way and his energy is like ugh to you, don't deal with it. But if he's a good looking dude with good energy and he just knows that he's fine, I don't see anything wrong with a dude knowing he look good.
No,
but at the end of the day, if he gels with you, if he compliments you, if he's your biggest cheerleader, and no matter what he looks like, ugly dudes cheat too.
That's what I was gonna say. I had a girlfriend that was gorgeous, and she was dating this guy that was ugly. She only dated ugly guys because she said when they would go out, they looked like Beauty and the Beast, and they did.
Girl, bye.
Oh, swear to God! But the ugly guy cheated, and she was upset. She was like, "How dare!" And I said, "My mama told me a long time ago, if you get a dog, you might as well get a pedigree. You might as well get what you want because men are going to do what they want to do, and they don't see themselves. Who you think ugly, he doesn't think he's ugly. He got you, so he think he can get another one. It's not, and I don't." No.
Everybody's going ape shit about Nia Long getting cheated on. Listen, if Beyonce get cheated on, Nia Long get cheated on. Everybody get cheated on.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that really quickly. Quick pivot because you mentioned the Nia Long thing. What do you guys think that her fiance, he's getting suspended for a year? First, and Nia did not know, from what we hear. I didn't talk to Nia, but from what we hear, she did not know about this situation until it broke in the news. That's crazy to me.
Even worse. That's even worse.
That's horrible.
That's the worst way to find out. Sis, we here, we stand in solidarity, sis. Just come on back on this side, girl. Listen, if a woman like Nia, if I was Nia, I would tell my side dude, I'd be like, "Hey, lay low. Let's act like I'm hurt real quick." Because I'm sorry, you can't tell me Nia don't have no side dude or somebody that's over waiting in the cut. Like
somebody, the whole country is waiting in the cut. They're waiting on the cut. They are waiting.
Her DM has been hit up several times while she was engaged to this dude.
Right.
Nia ain't married no dude because these dudes ain't worthy.
She was engaged for almost 11 years. Nia doesn't want to get married. It's not important to her. At least that's not
thing. She wants to share money. I don't know. But she wants to share money. But he was an NBA player, so
and he's a coach.
I mean, a coach. Excuse me, not player. Coach. Yes. So, sleeping with somebody else on the same team is just bad business. That's just bad business.
It is, but I don't think he should be suspended for a year. Like Matt Barnes talked about that.
He should be traded. He should go find another job somewhere else, though.
I think he's gonna have to.
I think there was wasn't there There was another like basketball thing where somebody slept with somebody's wife. Another player slept with another player's wife.
I don't. Well, what I do know is that Michael
What happened?
Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, and can I tell y'all, Larsa Pippen is she. Larsa Pippen is possibly the most toxic woman next to one of the Kardashians in
Fair,
the world.
fair,
That chick
fair.
is crazy,
I was about to say that. She's Kardashian level
toxic.
red orange. Yes.
What the
And the
hell?
one thing is it seems like the NBA guys, they really do recycle women. They
Most of no,
really do.
rappers, football play, they all recycle. All
They
because
all recycle
they
the
all
same
recycle
shit.
women.
Like
However,
ain't no other bitches out here. It's plenty of bitches out here. It's
however,
less
we
toxic than
know
Larsa.
we know that it was Derek Fisher that slept with Matt Barnes' wife. That was some bold. They were both on the Lakers. That was really messed up, and it was horrible.
That was foul.
That
That
was
was
crazy.
real foul.
And he married her. He married her.
That's
But
worse.
that's crazy. But I'm just, it's still not as bad.
Married her?
He married her. Derek Fisher married her. But Larsa's husband was sunned by Michael Jordan his entire career. The Last Dance documentary comes out.
Yes.
Michael Jordan talks crap about everybody on the team. Scottie Pippen is upset and says that Michael Jordan is responsible for the fact that the documentary basically did not do it. It downplayed everybody else's contribution. So
Yes.
they're at odds. Larsa dates the dude's son.
That woman has no tooth. That's like just not that's trashy.
She's Kardashian toxic, man.
Yeah, just that's like I don't know what happened to like this is my thing. If you're around all these women and you're all around this NBA, where's the class? Like
I'm not worried about class. There's no class in this. There's no
apparently.
We have bypassed class a long time ago. But I'm just saying, but to me, what is Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, gonna do with Larsa? Absolutely
not a damn thing. He gonna flip her over and go to the next girl.
She's playing herself.
He doing that shit because he can. And because Larsa's allowing it to happen. Because I'd be damned if I would go out like that. I ain't going out like no sucker. Sis, you're over 42. You're wilding.
She's wilding. She's wild. And it's just
and
so the woman is the holdup of married.
You can't tell me Scotty wasn't laying that pipe though. You can't tell me that. I see that nose. You can't tell me Scotty wasn't laying it. And you know dudes that don't, well, let me not go there.
I don't know because Larsa
laying pipe, but
Larsa was messing with Future. She was messing with another little young baby that was married. Like Larsa's off the
trash.
Larsa and Future are off the charts. Like
trash. That's just trash behavior. Like please sew your knees together, ma'am. Like get it together.
I did not expect that. Larsa is yeah.
I don't, my thing is this. I am all about liberation, women exploring sexuality. I am all about that. I want you to go out here and fuck as many dudes as you want, while you can, when you can.
Okay.
But stay away from like familiar territory, like Michael Jordan's son, like sis. Like, and then you doing it and in public. Like, what happened to hiding some shit? Damn, don't nobody hide nothing no more.
You don't have to sleep with Michael Jordan's son, hidden or not. Like, ma'am, there was somebody. That's ridiculous. That
MJ just hit him. Like,
she has children that are probably his age. Like,
that's gross. I'm sorry. I don't hit nobody under 35. I'm sorry. I just don't. That's gross for me.
Well, I just,
you grow up. You don't grow up until then.
Yeah, and that's weird. That's weird, but especially because she knows that situation is going to make. I feel like she just wants to get Scottie Pippen back. Like she was cheating on Scottie.
What did he do?
I don't know, but
all NBA players sleep with everybody. I don't think that's a news bulletin. The fact that this dude was a coach is the problem. Like the players, they have that behavior. They pass around bitches. We know this. But
Ah,
the coaches, eh, eh.
I mean, it was in the rule. It
Years
was
in
in the
LA.
handbook. It was in the handbook, so he knew it was wrong. But and he got caught.
You
He
hold
got
people to the
caught.
contract, don't you, Crystal?
I'm all about contracts. Publicists, I'm all about the contracts. But at the end of the day, I think people on social media are making it a big deal because it was Nia Long and she's absolutely gorgeous. I had to tell my husband, sir, hold on, because he was like, Nia Long. I said, hold on, sir. But I mean, the
I feel
reality.
you on that. Like,
Yeah, I
hold
was
your
like,
horse.
yo, dude, like, because I was interviewing her one day. He was like, you're interviewing Nia Long? I was like, hold on,
But
gather yourself. But
and she seems to be a very cool person, very level-headed
she does.
individual. So, and the thing is that she's one of the people that she's not out on social media wilding and stuff like that. Like,
It's
so my
classy.
thing is like the least you could do is not make a spectacle of her.
She's classy. She's
Very.
retained that. She keeps her business, as it should be, as a woman does. So
Yeah.
I feel for her because that's embarrassing. And even though people are praising her, talking about how beautiful she is, nobody wants to find out about their man having an affair on publicly. Like he really should have pulled her to the side prior to that. So I just wanted to ask
Okay.
you guys,
At
please in
least
the chat.
Beyonce made an album. She made money off of hers.
Well, Nia doesn't make albums, but
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
she could probably do
make money out your pain, sis.
a great movie, play a great movie role, and
Yes.
knock
Just like
somebody
your
out.
girl, Megan Good. Like Megan Good's doing good, honey.
Megan never. I just don't think Megan was ever really into that marriage at all. It just did not feel right.
Was he is the question. Was he into the marriage?
Um,
Bro, that's a whole nother
that's a whole nother. So give me your predictions. What are your predictions for this Ready to Love? LJ is was not here. We see the triangle. Samson and Swayze are up for elimination. If Swayze goes, Kadian's gonna have to go next because
yes.
Kadian has made it clear. It tickled my soul when Mike said, "Why don't you have any more connections?" And she said, "Well, that's not what the Lord had for me." Kadian is hilarious.
I know. I heard. I heard her say that. My predictions is that the final, like the next episode, who's gonna get cut or who's gonna be together?
Well, who's gonna stay? What couples do you think? Because we know that Joy and Clifton actually got engaged, right? From DC, from DC, they got engaged on the news. It was very cute. What do you guys think? Who do you think? What couple do you think really are into each other on this show? For real, for
I'm gonna
real.
say, I think Samson and Charisse are gonna be
I don't know if Samson.
together. Mike and Brandy.
I definitely think Mike and Brandy. I think Mike and Brandy could.
I think those are my two strongest couples because I think Mike really likes Brandy.
I do too. I think Brandy likes Mike also.
Yes.
I do like the two of them together because I feel like they kind of were like Joy and Clifton in the fact that they got together from the jump, like early. They saw
Yes.
each other, automatically clicked. It's been that way from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Randall and Jamala are going to be together again. Looney
Oh, I
did
forgot
say,
about Randall. Okay, yes.
Randy.
I like.
Looney did.
I don't think he's
Looney,
gonna be with Jamila though. I don't think he's gonna be with Jamila. I think he's gonna be with Kayla.
really? I don't think that.
You
I
don't
don't
think
know.
that? Okay.
No, I think he's gonna be with Jamala because even though she did show her behind, I think that Looney said that Randall has been giving her consistent energy. We're just not seeing it, right? We're not seeing
Okay.
We're not seeing it on the show. So I do think, I think she's been going hard. I don't think Randall, Chris Rock had this saying that, men cannot outrun the kitty cat. I think Jamala is going at Randall so hard, he's not going to be able to outrun it. Even if he wanted to, she's going to catch him. He's going to be caught. I don't know that they'll stay together.
Okay. I just don't see. The thing is that I like that dude, And I feel like he's overwhelmed with choices.
He is.
He's overwhelmed with choices, and he's not used to having this many choices.
He's not.
I just hope that he chooses well, regardless of whether he's on the show or not.
I
So
agree.
I forget about him because to me, I like his I don't how can I say it? Like his emotional maturity. I think somebody said that
Yeah.
on the show. And it's hard to find a black man that's emotionally mature.
Yeah.
And he was the one that him and Samson are really good examples of men that are emotionally mature. It's
Yeah.
just that Samson is scared and Homeboy is not because he's younger than Samson.
That's
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
Samson's been hurt a few times,
Yeah.
and Russell, what's his name? Russell?
Randall.
Randall, excuse me, has not been hurt as many times or been
That's
married.
true.
You know,
I
so
agree.
he feels much more open and vulnerable. So
Mhm.
that, ladies, that's what emotional, growth
Maturity looks like.
like, maturity looks like on a black man. And I like it, and it's a level of corn on Randall too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm not, but that's normal. So DeMarcus asked, "What about Trinika?" I think that LJ and Trinika have a chance. If
I do. Off the show, I do. I feel like they do.
yeah, yeah. I like Trinika because first of all, she
I do too.
she does know how to talk to men. She's very sweet and she's just beautiful to me. I think she's really a pretty girl. Like she got all the curves a man like. She got everything, like everything.
Boom, 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 boom. Yes,
Yeah.
and she's
And
smart.
and a good attitude. She's not now.
Yes,
She did flip when Mike was getting ready to tell her she may have to go home. She started cursing and all. We're just like, oh, where's
that's
that?
the real one. That's the real her. But I feel like her that was just a trigger for her, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's why she kind of snapped and was like, "Hey, don't play me. Don't do
I
me."
don't
You
know. I
know?
don't know. I think there's more to Trinika than we're seeing. The syrupy sweet girl is something else underneath there, but I do
I
like
think
her.
it's something below that. And like
Yeah.
I said, everybody's giving their representative. No
Yeah.
one is really, we're not really seeing people. Because let's be honest, if you're dating someone, it's hard to really, well, I'm myself off top,
I
but
believe
I
that.
am. And either you with it or you not.
Yeah.
But the beauty of seeing two guys that are available and
Hmm.
one girl, like Brandy to me is kind of like, I'm just willing to risk it all and I'm willing to try. To
Yeah.
me, that's what to me why I like her and Mike together because he knows what he wants, but she's willing to try.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what you want to see with black women. That's what you want to see with your mate. You want to say,
Yeah.
look, babe, I like you, whatever you got, I got you.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you
I
want to
like
see.
that. I agree. I like
Every
Brandy. I think
Trinica,
she's
I don't
just
know. I think she'll find somebody somewhere else.
Trinika.
I don't. Huh?
You
What
said
now?
Trinika.
Yes.
Trinika. I would like her and LJ, but I don't really see that. I don't really see that happening. I don't really see her and LJ
You
really
don't think
connecting. No, no. I think LJ got that chick at the. I think that chick that came to dinner
so? The ex,
is, is with LJ. Hey,
and
Gun Boss.
she was gorgeous.
She
The ex
was.
was
She
gorgeous.
was. She was.
She was
LJ
cute.
probably has lots of women though. LJ is the island man. That he's got lots of
The
women man.
island common. Yes. Come here,
Yeah.
gal. Yes.
So my hubby just jumped on and babe, I had to tell people how to check you about Nia Long. You don't be in Nia Long's DM, sir. Don't be in Nia Long's DM. Don't make me have to act up on
Okay,
up
let me
on
have to check on the YouTubes.
don't make me have to act up on the YouTube and tell people that my go get my husband up out of Nia Long's DM.
Okay. Every married
Hey
man is
guys,
in that deal. Everybody, yeah.
right. The entire anybody born between 1970 and 1970 and 1980 got a crush on Nia Long. Don't make me have to go get my man.
Yes, yes. Started with Boys in the Hood, and it ain't
Did.
stopped.
And it kept going. Love Jones, it keeps going. No, no, don't.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all need. And why she look the same?
And what is it? The with Morris Chestnut, the best man. Like, come on, just.
Oh yeah, the best. See.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
done
y'all
messed
stay out of her DNC. Leave that lady alone. Leave
her
that.
poor
Let her heal. Let her heal.
her fiance has really made himself the butt of every joke because men across the country are calling him a fool. But the crazy thing about it, ladies, he said already in it, I'm not playing with you. Get off my live, sir. Get off. Get off the live. Get off the live.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Make me come out of my enchantment on this thing. But
Okay.
no.
You
Trinique,
about to see Northside Crystal here in a minute, sir.
mm-mm.
About to see
Talisa
Northside.
says, what about Trinika and Randall? I actually would have liked Trinika and Randall, but I just feel like first of all, Jamala, again, Randall is not going to be able. Did you guys see Jamala with the olive juice and I love you? Like, it's just, he can't outrun that.
Yes,
He
I
can't.
forgot about that.
He can't.
Yes.
He's sucked in. And I think he likes her because I know men, you got to look at what a man's attracted to. When he first saw her, he was locked in. He kept talking about how beautiful she was. He is, locked in with Jamala.
Oh,
I wish Jamala would not have shown that ugly side tonight. That was ugly. My husband said that
it was
he's been talking to Denzel
cringeworthy.
for me. Well, he knows his wife because Denzel from way back in Mo Better Blues.
Yes.
I have
I
been
wouldn't
with
holler at him now. Like
who?
Nia, you could still holler at. Like Nia's still gorgeous.
I would still holler at Mr. Denzel Washington.
Would you? Not me, ma'am. No,
Have you
no.
seen Mr. Denzel Washington?
Not in person, no.
Yeah, I'm still okay with that. I'm
Oh,
okay
okay,
with
okay. I gotta peep that out. We
yeah.
gotta deal with his wife, but yeah, I
No,
would.
no. I respect Paulette. I'm just saying,
This is dope.
I understand that she's a blessed woman, is what I'm saying. Like she's blessed, and I'm happy for her. I respect it. But no, so just back to the show. I think that Trinika, I don't know. I don't know where. I don't know
They
if her
got
and LJ are gonna be able to
too
make it
many
work.
dudes. So, and girl, just a side note, girl, Justice. I don't even know why you was on the show. You don't have time for nobody. You want bitches to chase you, sir.
Well,
I
okay,
guess that's what they do in Miami.
but check this out though. Check this out. When we talked to Looney's biggest connection was Justice, and I believe that Looney and Justice are still dating.
Well, well.
And she said, if y'all got to watch that interview. She
I
also
didn't watch
said
the whole thing, so I'm gonna watch the end then, because I
she
watched the beginning.
she also said that she didn't have any of that conversation from Justice. All that foolishness he was talking about.
That
I
was just
don't
that
think
bullshit. That's how they cut and edited.
she said no. She said that he was saying that to other women because he wasn't interested in them.
Oh,
And
okay.
so he was just he told her, and I didn't
Fair.
know, you
Okay.
guys look up, because I have not been able to find it. Looney said that Justice has been on another reality show. I have not been able to find that,
What?
but I feel like Justice was playing the game in a weird way because he did not want to actually pursue anybody else besides Looney. I feel like he was talking all that nonsense just to kind of have conversation, but he knows
Okay, so maybe that's not who he really is.
he knows better than that foolishness about the universe and the kingdom, and he knows better than that. He's just talking out the side of his neck. So hopefully he'll.
Well, my thing is, don't do that on TV, sir, because now we have a different impression. Like Laverne from DC. Like I have a completely different impression of him because what he said.
I wanted to like Laverne. I think he's a good
Me
guy, but
too. I like dudes with girl names, so I wanted to like him. I
you're funny.
do. I like dudes.
That is hilarious. Sister Girl Speaks says Swayze is my fave. I think he was
Named
underrated.
Marion.
I'm
I,
telling you,
I like Swayze. I like Samson.
Swayze was underrated, but I'm telling you, women counted him out because he was fine. and that's stupid.
I like
I'm
Swayze. I like Swayze and I like Samson. I think that Samson's gonna make it to the end. I think Mike's gonna make it to the end. Mike is not one of my favorites, but I
no,
think he'll make it to the end.
he will
And
because he'll be with
it's not
Brandy.
because it's just his personality, and him and a woman kissing different dudes. That was just fucking weird for me. So
I think
just
that
with that bullshit.
Mike is very, very like that old school because he said he doesn't like his woman to talk too much. He said he got that old school kind of chauvinistic way. Very, very, very like
I don't see Brandy putting up with that.
a lot
She's
of
an
times
intelligent woman.
women will put up with a lot more if a man is fine.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna keep
No,
my mouth.
go ahead.
Listen. That shit don't work no more, Mike.
That's true.
It's a new century. It's the
Yeah,
21st.
yeah,
We are not dealing in that old school bullshit. If you
yeah.
want to do old school bullshit, then you marry someone around your age. Maybe she'll be tolerant of that. But I don't see
Maybe.
Brandy putting up with that. I don't. I
No,
see her being like, you said what? And then that's it. Cause all
Mimi
she got to
said
do is talk right. And she out.
Mimi
You
said
know?
if them pockets are fine, you're right. Because actually, grown women have a lot more grace and mercy for pockets than looks.
Yes,
Definitely so. Definitely
yes,
so,
they do. But I don't see that old school shit working for Brandy.
Brandy.
I don't. I don't. The best, like if you looked on paper, Samson and Swayze are the two good ones. I would say that I like how they are. I like
Yeah,
how they Randall. I forget about Randall.
Randall's nice. Yeah,
Randall is good. It's just that I need for Randall to make a decision and stick with your decision because
he
that's what
does.
all women want. We want you to pick us and be happy with your motherfucking choice and going about your business. Make a choice. Make a choice, Randall. Make a choice,
Well, that's
and
what
then
Jamala
I
said.
will wait for him.
Jamala said, make a choice, but while he's making a choice, you have to carry yourself with grace. Accusing people of tickling scrotums and coming in the room, it was just a little bit. It was a little bit much. She said, "Rah rah's taking too long to make a choice."
Rah,
Christine,
rah.
Brandy is
I
there for
like
love.
that. I like that name she gave me. That's cute. That was cute.
But that's what women do when you're trying to make a man. I don't even think men fall for that. We always try to do something to make us seem special to them. I used to do that stuff. They don't care about that. And I also learned every woman has the same game, y'all. We have to understand that every woman does that. Like for instance, I've talked to at least 4 women that Drake, at least 4 girls that Drake was talking to, right? Everybody knows that Drake's real name is Aubrey.
Yes.
Every girl that he was talking to, I call him Aubrey. I wanted to be like, girl, I just talked to another girl last week and she called him Aubrey too. Jay-Z had a line in the record. He said, when I let her call me Sean, she glad. Men know. They know what we're doing.
They
Like, stop.
know.
All
Yes.
that gotta give him a name, a nickname, and I want to
Yes.
call him that. Every girl does the same thing. So really it's you gotta really kind of just be you. They don't fall for that. Men are not as stupid as we think they are.
Correct. I wholeheartedly agree with you with that. What I see though with women is you're trying to put yourself in like a man will say, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this, and then the women try to become what they say they like instead of you just being yourself. Just be your authentic self, and either they'll love it or they'll hate it.
Because the thing about men, this is another thing that's tricky about men. Like we know we like a certain thing, right?
Yes,
Men like a little everything. So
yes, they do.
yes, they love Nia Long, but they also love Holly Berry. They
Yeah,
also love Sanaa Lathan. They also love like they don't. While you thinking that you are the flavor of the week, he's like, I like that flavor, but I also like that flavor and that flavor. So you really just need to be yourself because at the end of the day, they would look at every woman on there and find something that they like enough to deal with them, right? They just aren't,
Very
men
true.
aren't as picky when it comes to looks as we are. Not at all.
Yes,
Not
that
at
very
all.
true, very true. Because when you look at somebody's ex, you like,
That part.
you dated that, and he was like, that was my boo. That we had dated for a while. That's my girl. Blah
Let me
blah
tell
blah.
you something. My husband's exes, I have nothing in common. And I'm like, are you sure? Because, sir, what? But it's like they find beauty, they find value in different places. So all you can do,
It took them those ex wives or those ex girlfriends to really know what they wanted.
I guess.
I mean, you gotta try. Listen, there. Everybody has a favorite car. You drive several different cars before you like. I like really driving this one.
And it may
Even
not be
though
the
I
most
owned
expensive.
a Buick, even though I owned a Ford, I really like Hyundai.
Yeah.
And then that's what you're gonna be with for life.
Yeah. It just depends. So you just never can do that. You also can never look at another woman and be like, why would he want her? Or I know he would want me more than her. Sis, that's when you
Don't
mess
do
up.
that.
That's
Yeah,
when you
don't do
mess
that.
up.
Don't do that. Don't compare yourself.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
don't ever compare yourself to any
Comparison
other
is a
woman.
thief of joy.
Like, that's I feel like that's an issue with women in general, is
Agree.
that we are definitely in they act like we're in competition with each other. Honey, I'm not in competition with any woman
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
ever, ever, ever. Because
Not never.
what you see is what you get. What you like is what you like.
Yeah. I
And I'm
agree.
not gonna. You know what? I did. Short story.
Mm-hmm.
I in Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
I hung out with a chick, and this dude, he liked me, I liked him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he walked over, talked to me, we chatted it up, and at the end of the conversation, he got my number, I got his number.
Mm-hmm.
Later in the party, the girl that I was hanging out with went and talked to the dude that just gave me his number, and you know what? I said, you know what,
Yeah,
sis,
you can have
you gonna wear your coochie out trying to run after dudes that give me their number. Sis, like, don't do that. And obviously, I didn't hang out with her. I hung out with her a few times more, but she kept doing the same thing. Sis,
Oh,
it's not a competition. It's
yeah.
not. We're not trying to see who gets whose number, because you don't have no ass. I got all the ass in the world. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like, what he saw in me is not what he gonna see in you.
That's
It's not
true.
competition.
That's true. Because I've seen a guy talk to a girl with a big, big curvy boat, and then we'll go with somebody that don't have no behind at all and be like, yeah, but she got this, or she got, like, men find beauty in so many different places.
Exactly. They like who they like.
They like who they like. And it's no rhyme or reason. So I've seen some comments from some girls saying, I know I'm the perfect catch. There's really no such thing.
No,
Men, there's no such thing. They don't care about how much money you have. They don't care about how
no,
many,
no,
unless they're trying to use you. And we're not going for men that try to use us anyway.
no.
But you just got to be you and stop comparing yourself to other women. So I think that's my biggest message for tonight. That whole conversation with Kayla saying, oh, I guess I'm hot, and I guess the wife is fat and out of shape. Like, first of all, that's a really immature
It's rude.
statement.
It's very
And
rude.
I don't understand she made it because she was insulted. Kadian got up under her skin as she was trying to. That's what Kadian was
Yes,
trying to do.
yes, yes.
But it's really not about one compared to another. Kadian was being facetious when she did that.
Yes,
But
very much.
Brandy and Kayla are both beautiful women. There's no
They
such
are. They
beautiful.
are.
So yeah,
You know what? I am so happy to see brown women
yeah,
win on this show, because I just knew Miami was going to give me a whole bunch of light skinned people, a lot of beige, no shade, because my ex-husband is beige. But but what I say is that I'm really proud of them for recruiting browner women. And
yeah,
I hate to say it, but it's the truth, because it's Miami, and we know it's a little colorism going on
yeah,
in Miami. So I'm happy to see browner women win.
yeah. Well,
So
I think all the women are beautiful.
they
And
are, all of them
even
are.
though
Oh,
even
except for
though
one.
even though this season is definitely like been authentic, I love the fact that Miami is not holding back.
No,
They're not playing a game. It doesn't feel like they're maybe a little bit Samson and Charisse. I don't know. But for the most part, I don't feel like this season people are trying to like form alliances and do stuff like that. I feel like they
yes, 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 yes. It's less strategic. It's like everyone, and that goes to show you that's some DC shit. Everybody's trying to strategize on one another. Everybody plotting and planning,
Yeah.
but yeah, everyone's kind of going with the flow, and I
Yeah.
like that. I
I
like
do too.
that because that's to me how you find love.
I agree. I agree. Well, we're gonna get out. We've gone a little bit late, but I appreciate my girl Opulence. Thank you so much. It was so good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
having me. Hopefully, we can do another one when this ends, so we can laugh about who won.
We
Or
have to do one for the reunion. We have to do one for the reunion because I want to know, first of all, like I said, Looney gave us she spilled a lot of tea.
okay.
And I want to see if Looney and Justice are together. I want to hear
Yes.
about that. I want to hear LJ explain how he missed the whole vacation, the whole 2 days weekend. That's strange
Yes.
to me. Even though I get it, and I'm definitely a person that believes work is important because you can't be looking for your angel if you don't have any place to put her. So we need to make sure the coins are in order. But I just feel like that was weird for him. I want to hear what he had to say about that X, all of that. So you guys know
Yes.
we're going to do a big recap for the reunion. So stay tuned
Yes.
for that. But we're going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing these every Friday night. For those of you that have put your name, have you thrown your hat in the ring for the night tour? It is September 30th. September 30th in Jacksonville, Florida, which is a beautiful it's actually kind of in between like Miami and Atlanta and some other cities around. So if you're anywhere near and you want the opportunity, tonight is the last night to put in the hashtag the night tour. Let me know who is your favorite. Is it Fantasia, Joe, or Maxwell? Either of those three, you cannot go wrong. And I'm going to announce the winner on Sunday so that you'll have time to make it to the show on I believe it's Saturday. I can't know if it's Friday or Saturday, but you'll be able to make it to the show. So make sure that you put that hashtag. You have to be subscribed to the channel. Hashtag the night tour, Maxwell, Fantasia, or Joe, whichever one you want, whichever one you feel the most connected to, let me know. And I cannot wait to meet one of my audience members on at the concert, get you your tickets and hang out. It's going to be a good show. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So again, thank you, Opulence. We have to make sure that our classmates are supporting our joint conversation. Yes.
Next time, I need to post it in the group next time. I didn't.
Yeah. We should do that. We definitely got to get a date for the reunion. So
yes.
People love your comments and your commentary. So I thank you for coming on,
guys,
and hanging out with me tonight. All right.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Thanks, Opulence. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. We've had a fun night tonight. I have a big day tomorrow, but I just want to thank you guys again for hanging out. It's not too late. You have all night to leave that. Thank you, Blondie. Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the chat, the night tour. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments. If you agree with what we had to say about tonight's show, let us know. If you don't, let us know as well. I love hearing you guys comment. So I love you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. Actually, I may be here on Sunday to rehash Married at First Sight. I will definitely put a notification. So make sure you're subscribed so you'll get a notification if we're going to do that. All right. You guys have a blessed weekend and I will see you soon.